Listen up, Colonel. These exercises will fully train you in all operational aspects of your armored command unit, including the construction and deployment of structures and units. You need to get through this stuff as quickly as possible, because the Order and their alien buddies are kicking the crap out of us from one end of the galaxy to the other. So pay attention. The first thing you need to learn is how to navigate the battlefield. Your ACU offers a full view of the battlefield, including the ability to zoom in and out. You use the mouse wheel, or Q and W keys, to zoom in and out. Good. Let's move on. Now it's time to take your ACU for a stroll. Left-click the ACU to select it, and right-click on a map location to give it a move order. When you're ready, move your ACU to the designated location on the map. Well done. Your ACU is a powerful weapon system and can easily fend off lower-level enemy units. To attack an enemy, select your ACU and right-click on the unit you want to destroy. Remember, your ACU will automatically attack as soon as it's within range. Attack and destroy the enemy unit.
Not sure what the outer ring means, the outer red ring here means, but this red ring here is the range of any unit. And the yellow ring around any unit is like, if the enemy unit is within this ring, your unit cannot shoot at it. Okay, maybe I was wrong for the ACU, but it doesn't work like that for the artillery pieces.
Good job, soldier. Don't get too cocky. 2 resources create and maintain everything.
The
Mass and energy.
plus key speeds up time, the minus key above
You must balance how
the
you gather
plus
and spend each
slow down time like this. So everything's now in slow mode.
HUD element
We can have it in fast
you're
mode.
gathering and spending, while this HUD element shows your
And star returns to speed to normal.
If you spend more than you're bringing in, you'll have negative income and run the risk of stalling your economy. You obtain mass by building mass extractors on mass deposits. Mass deposits are displayed
Alright, those
as a green box.
these options are useless.
You can also get mass with mass fabricators and by reclamation. I want you to build 3 mass extractors. Select your ACU, click the mass extractor icon in the build UI, and then click on one of the highlighted mass deposits. Do this for each extractor.
Unit schematics downloaded.
Look at them graphics. Well, can't say this is a bad quality video, but nobody cares. Wish we had more. Wish you could build armies like that in real life.
Well done. You're now collecting mass.
That might sound like from the military.
Energy is collected through the use of power generators. There are 3 levels of power generators, and unlike mass extractors, they can be built anywhere on the map. Your orders are to construct 2 power generators. Select your ACU, click on the power generator icon in the Build UI, and then click on any open location on the ground.
Unit schematics down.
Okay, one thing he did not explain to you guys is that you place it right next to a mass extractor, you get something called a John C. Can pronounce it right. A John C. bonus. And yes, to all you Supcom fans, I know I said it wrong. But anyway, you get more. Okay, you get the same amount of mass, but it costs less. Wait a second. It costs less energy. For someone without the John C. bonus, like this one before the power plant build, you get 1 extra point of energy that it needed to run it. If people don't get it, to tell me in the comments, I just put up an annotation for PC users.
Let's start constructing an army. Factories build engineers and tactical units like tanks, bombers, and submarines. Go ahead and build a land factory.
Schematics downloaded.
Right in the... Try to, you don't have to, but I just try to put it all the way straight, perfectly into the middle. My base is growing.
Well done, Commander. Now you can start constructing an army.
Yes.
Now that you have a land factory, you can construct mobile land units. Left click on the factory to select it, and then click on the units you want to build. For this exercise, construct 2 light assault bots and 2 light artillery. Each time you click on a unit icon, it will be added to the factory's build queue.
Schematics downloaded.
I'll show you guys the information. This is the weakest unit in the UEF Army. I don't know why, but I'm an artillery fanatic. Don't know why. But these units are the main units that can actually attack over walls. I'll show you guys what I mean whenever I get started on the campaign LP of this. And that goes for any faction. That reminds me of the Roster T video.
Good job. Now you have the beginnings of an actual army. Control groups let you quickly select a group of units without having to use the mouse. To create a control group, drag select or shift click the units you created and press Control +1. Those units are now in Control Group 1. If you press the number 1 key, you'll automatically select all units within the control group. Make a control
Fancy. I never actually used that ability.
Now you're cooking.
Okay, now they have numbers on them.
Factories also produce engineers, which are able to construct structures that are unavailable to your ACU, like mass and energy storage and radar and sonar installations. Engineers can also reclaim structures and units, capture enemy units, repair damaged units and structures.
Oh yeah, they're doing that, capturing enemy engineers let you build their stuff
Construct
too.
2 engineers from the land factory.
Schematics downloaded.
Max downloaded. I have to trim this video, which y'all won't notice.
Fella. Well done. Both your ACU and engineers can capture enemy units and structures. And nothing drives those order scumbags crazier than watching you use their own gear against them. A power generator has been placed on the map. Capture it with your engineers by selecting the engineers and right-clicking on the power generator.
I'm pretty sure the enemy won't complain over one power generator.
That power generator is now under your control. Good job.
This is an Aeon power plant.
Never know when one of those damn aliens is going to show up. So always fortify your base with defensive structures. Point defenses offer decent protection and can fend off most land-based attacks.
Well, the UF, which is what we're playing as now, is actually, you can think of this as us in the future. Yep, one lone turret is gonna save the day.
Good. Now if you're attacked, you'll at least have a fighting chance. Well, what do you know? Here come some enemy units. Good thing you built a point defense.
Cause you had to show us exactly how that worked. So we'll just turn it. Oh, fire that no. We never guessed. And they were just scouts. They're pretty much harmless.
Defending against land-based attacks is only half the battle. You also need to be able to ward off air attacks. Build an anti-air tower at the designated spot.
And here's some of the stupid part of this. This is not strategically sound. Because, in this case, then, wherever you built your air turret, the enemy could just send land units. And wherever they built the land turret here, they could just bomb this turret. If they actually have brains. Which I'm kind of glad they don't. Yeah, time here though.
Maybe we'll make a commander out of you yet. Good job. The enemy is attacking with bombers. Now aren't you glad that you built that AA?
Wow. Not been a bomber.
You can have all of the tanks and bombers you want, but if you don't know what the enemy's up to, you'll be fighting with one hand tied behind your back.
That's actually true.
The most critical parts of waging war is intelligence. Radar is a critical component in gathering intel on your enemies. Build one now at the designated location.
Unit schematics downloaded.
This is a strategic zone. Everything you have, or the enemy have, is actually owned by, not owned, but it's symbolized by blocks.
Your radar has uncovered the existence of a small order base. Build up an army and destroy that base.
Same thing apply for your enemies. And do the rest go around in the campaign mode. Then they're your enemies. He never teaches you this, but you can have them actually in formations. See those golden icons? That where they'll be lined up against.
Wipe out that enemy base, Commander. I love seeing order units burn. Great job, Commander. If you've done your homework, you know that most ops will take place on massive battlefields. Transports are the most effective way of moving units across vast distances. There are multiple ways to use transports, so check your field manual. For the purposes of this exercise, we're only going to cover basic use. We've given you a transport.
Be right back.